Hey guys, I'm super excited to do this live stream and share with you some cool stuff, and especially the new Kontrol MK3 keyboard by Native Instruments. And I'm going to show you some Kontakt libraries, some, we can do some, something together, and you let me know if there's anything you want me to show you guys. And so I'm gonna start in just a few minutes, and we'll get. I'm just gonna wait for more people to join, and in the meantime, I'm gonna start and show you some things. And as people join, I'm probably gonna repeat some stuff. But anyway, we will get started in just a few minutes, and I got some cameras here, one on the top here and another one on me, so hopefully everything is set up correctly and you can actually hear what I'm saying. So let me know in the comments if you can see everything and everything sounds cool, and we will get started. So I know that there are already some folks in the live stream, so just don't be shy, say hello, so I'll know that we are here together. And I'm gonna try and answer everything as we go. So again, this live stream, sharing with you my experience, what I've got here with the keyboard, and if you need any advice, any help, any questions, again, let me know in the chat. And of course, would appreciate any feedback if I'm coming out. If you can hear me fine, loud and clear. Yeah, okay, so I got some libraries already loaded, and I'm going to show you what's new with the MK3 keyboard, the S series. Now I have the 61 keys, and they've released already the 49 and the 88 keys, and they are in pre-order mode, so you can already order them, and so I'm super excited about this. Right, so in the chat right here, I can see you guys, and let me know if you can hear me and everything is sounds good. Hopefully it is. Right, so let's get started with some basics here, and I'm gonna just cover what's going on, and I'm gonna point out what exactly is new, and maybe show you a few things, and then we'll also open up some of my Kontakt libraries. I'm gonna show you some new stuff, things that the Native Instruments just released. And also I want to say big thank you to my friend Max Histib, and we'll talk about his library, Swords to Plowshares, and this is a very special Kontakt library coming to you from the Ukraine, capturing sounds from the war in the Ukraine. So definitely interesting stuff if you're looking for some sound design and some some inspiration for movies and trailer and game audio. Right, so I'm gonna get back to this one in a few minutes, but let's dive into the keyboard. Hey Robert, thank you so much for joining the live stream. So let's start with really something super basic. So we have the keyboard, of course. You can see 61 keys in my case. Then we have this this joystick, and it is really a joystick, and it is also a knob that you can turn. So you can use that, and you can see that right here. I can select the different presets, and I'll talk about the big screen in a moment. Then I actually have three main buttons for three different views. So I have the browser, and now I can browse the different libraries that I have and plugins, and I can focus on the current one. So you can see the Amati Viola. This is a Kontakt library, and you can also see it here in my screen, of course. And so what I can also do is I can tweak and change few things, and we'll talk about that also in a moment, and we will dive into this screen right here. So this is a sort of a big change between the MK2, certainly the MK1, and now we have big screen, very high resolution, love it. And I got a question here asking if I have the 88. No, that is the 61 keys. I couldn't fit. I mean, this is pretty big. It's like I don't know. It's about 1 meter, maybe more than a meter, maybe 9. I don't know, between 90 and 100 centimeters, 1 meter. So the 88 would be way too much for me. So I didn't take that one, but that's enough for me. I'm not a pianist, I'm not a keyboard player, and for me this is perfect. And so anyway, we have this screen right here, and I really love it. It's very good resolution, and it is very usable, and they've changed few things around here. Everything is much simpler in my view, and I'm gonna show you some stuff in a moment. And then we have the buttons right here on the top, and they are context related. I mean, right now, for example, we have the edit. Let me try and zoom in, and I'll try and do this. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in. That's cool. Okay. Great. I love this camera. Okay, cool. All right, so what I got here is the edit mode, and this is new. So not only Native Instruments released these keyboards, and they also changed or evolved the NKS format. Now, if you're not familiar with NKS is the format that allows Native Instruments to streamline and have all the libraries and all their plugins work together with, and also integrate very well with their different keyboards and machine that I actually have right here. And so even third-party or other companies can use this format, and that's why you can see different companies selling their plugins. I don't know, Yuhi, Hive, or Yuhi Diva is now sold through Native Instruments, and this is because they have the NKS format ready here. So definitely the NKS2 is a much tighter integration, and now we can also go into edit mode. And I don't know if you're familiar. If you're not familiar, maybe that's not a big deal for you, but if you're a Native Instruments user, that's going to be sort of a new something. And I'm going to click this edit button here, and now I have the different options here. Now this library is not a lot. There's not a lot options, but let me go to the analog dreams, and I'm going into the browser here, and I'm going to change this back to plugin, And sorry, inside Analog Dreams, there's different banks, right? So I'm gonna show you that. So I'm in the browser. I can see all the different, and I can do this, by the way, right here, and I can go into the browser, and I see all the different products that I have. Some of them are from Native Instruments, some not. You can see augmented strings and augmented voices by Arturia, for example. They are here, right? But I'm in the browser. I can browse by brand. And for example, this one is a very new product. I'm gonna go with the type here. All right, and we have different products. And I should have reset everything, actually. That's gonna be much better if I'll just reset. So you can see that I can focus on the brand, and I can continue this. Let's go on, and for example, keep forest, and going into Native Instruments, and now I can browse with the second knob here and browse the products. Right, I can find something, and I'm going into Analog Dreams. But now I can also go next. I can go into the bank. So I have the Analog Dreams 1.0 or 2.0, the different banks that we have, and and now I can just browse these presets right here. So I have 105 different presets. That's really cool. So I'm gonna just pick one randomly. And now you can see that we have the edit right here. And they've actually updated Analog Dreams and many other libraries to support NKS2. So I'm gonna click edit. And now we have a lot of things that we can do. We have the balance right here. We have resonance, bit reduction, and so on. All right, and we can go here and change few things. And I have a left and right buttons right here, and I can flick through the different settings. And you can see also, by the way, on the top right here, we have the sequencer and settings. I can go into the sequencer, I can activate it, right? And this will activate. Not very cool, but still works. Right, and I can change few things here. I can change the number of steps, 16 steps. I can go with 12 and so on. So there's a lot of things that I can do right from the keyboard, and I'll show you more stuff. Let's move on to see some other things. And what I can also do, and let's go back to our viola. I'm gonna go back to the viola. So I'm going into the edit mode right here, going out of the edit mode, and let's play something. Yeah, I'm gonna load. But what I can also do right from the keyboard is going into these two buttons right here on the left, just on top of the screen. And I'm gonna press the right one, and I have a blank screen asking me if I want to add more effects, loading effects. And just before I do that, I just want to answer something here. So Omni Chromatica is asking or saying that he was hoping for faders, and I know that faders and drum pads are a big request. So I'm guessing that drum pads is something that we're not going to see, because that's gonna clash with the machine. but faders, well, I don't care much for faders, but I get it. So I don't know what, I mean, that's Native Instruments. I don't think they're going to add both, but who knows, maybe. But we have a lot of free space right here. Maybe I can put the mouse right here on the top. You don't see that right now because I'm zoomed in. I'm gonna zoom out maybe just a bit so you can see. But anyway, yeah. So there's a lot of space right here, and maybe we can use that for something. So I'm gonna zoom in back. I want to show you some stuff. So I want to load a plugin. So I'm gonna do that from the keyboard. Gonna press browser, and I'm already focused on plugins rather than different libraries or things like that. And so that's that's how it always worked. If you go with the complete control, and you can see that right here on the screen on the top, you can see that you can do this also from the software. But I'm gonna do again some browsing here, and again the leftmost dial, this actuator, this dial here, it will give me the different brands. All right, so I'm gonna find Native Instruments, and then the second one again is the product. So I'm gonna flick through the different options that I have, and now I'm gonna use Roam. So you can see Roam, and next I can go with the type. So delay or reverb. I'm gonna stick with a reverb, and then I have a subtype, and I can actually touch those. These are touch sensitive. I'm going to show you some stuff later, but now I have all the different presets, and now I have the viola with the with this round thing here. So and by the way, one more thing, I can let me just go back. All right, so I'm gonna go one octave down, and the octave up and down are right here on top of the mod wheel and the pitch wheel. So I have the color coding here, and I'm gonna talk about the color coding in a moment. But anyway. Right, so I have this one here, and if I want to add more, anything else, I can again use these buttons right here on the top. They're already lit up, so I can click another, and I can add another something here. Going back to the browser, checking out the things that I have. I have this big knob here. I can use it, and I can move around with this joystick here, so it's really easy. And I'm just flicking through the different options that I have, and again I can use the brand. Let's go with I don't know, let's try something maybe by Isotope, and I have Ozone 10 and vinyl, and I got Arturia. Let's try Arturia. So I have Arturia, and we can add the chorus. So I don't know if it makes sense to add chorus on top of the reverb, but we're doing it. So I'm gonna load that. Right, you get it. So that's the idea, and basically I want to go back just one step and show you some more things here. So first of all, if I want to delete those, the chain of effects, and you can see them here in the screen, you can see that I have the Amati viola, I have the round, and then the chorus. I can just click the X, or I can do this from here. I can just click Shift. So there's a Shift button right here on the left top. I'm gonna click this, and it gives me some options right now. So I'm gonna just remove, and it's gone. And I can go back to my browser, and from here again, everything is super easy. And I want to just talk about some more stuff, but I want to show you also some more libraries. So it's going to be fun, right? So let me show you something that was just released recently, and I actually made a review on that one, but I didn't release it yet. So it's still on my hard drive. I didn't have time to edit the video, but I'm gonna show you something. So I'm gonna go all the way up and to 10 Phantom Rooms, and this is a new Kontakt library. I really love it. It's really great stuff. So this is low-end strings. This is how it sounds, and you can see that they've put the range from I mean, just very low. Right, let's try another. If I want to change the preset, again, browser, changing this, very easy, loading another preset. Yeah, and we can try another one. Very, very cinematic, just the type of libraries that I love. Cinematic, atmospheric textures, and it's really fun stuff because you can see that we have 4 different channels, and these are basically 4 different layers that we can play with. And then we have the mod wheel. So I want to talk about the mod wheel and the pitch wheel. So these are a great change. I mean, these are different from the MK1. If you are familiar with Native Instruments first edition of the keyboards, they had a touch sensitive kind of slider, and that's gone already. And this feels very, very good, and it feels very solid, and I think it's even metal. So that's very nice stuff. And one more thing. So I told you that these dials are touch sensitive. So let me again zoom in. Yeah, I'm going to zoom in, and you can see that when I'm touching them just very lightly, you'll see that they change and show you the values. So this is 50% blend, and this is the blend. So the blend is connected right now to the mod wheel, and it changes different things. So I'm gonna show you more about these low-end strings in the near future. I'm going to release a full review, showing you how to use it. There's a mixer, and there's an edit mode and animation. There's a step sequencer and an LFO. All right, so that's very, very cool. And what I can also show you, by the way, is what I promised in the beginning. So my friend Max has released this together with Sound Iron, and Native Instruments are hosting this also on their site. So if you want to help out, contribute to artists in the Ukraine, there's a way. So I'm gonna put this donation here, and open your heart and donate to Max. And this is his website. I put the details right here. So this is a very cool library. It is a Kontakt library, of course. It can run on the free Kontakt player, and it features a lot of sounds from the war in the Ukraine. So I'm going to show you a few things. There's tons of NKS instruments here, swords to plowshares, and I'm going to find it. There you go. So we can try something. Just going to load something else. Right, and there's a lot of things that you can do here. There are different layers, and there are basically 4 layers: layer 1, 2, and then there's ambient synth 1 and 2. So there's a lot of room for sound design. Really love this one. And there are different things that you can do here. Let's try another one. All right, very cool. And yeah, let's try some booms. So again, if you want to help out and donate, the links are in the chat. All right, these are real sounds from the war, but I'm sure if you're making sounds or sound design for game audio or maybe trailer music or anything like that, this is really the kind of things maybe can help you. And I'm gonna put the link in the comments later. So swords to plowshares, really cool stuff. So other than that, let me show you some more things that Native Instruments just released recently. And I'm going into our browser, and I want to show you something. So they just, and again, I can do this from here or I can do this from here. So I can go into the browser, I can search for Native Instruments and go through the different products right here. And I'm gonna try and find something that I wanted to show you guys. So they've started releasing new Play series Kontakt libraries, and there are a few that I didn't really had time to cover yet. Hopefully I'm gonna do that soon. And there's Fables, which I want to show you also, but I'm gonna start easy with something very cool. Rudiments, that was released not long ago. So I'm gonna try and figure out where that is. Rudiments, there you go. So this is a Play series Kontakt library, and it is for drums. So Play series, they have two kinds of libraries. They have the drums and they have the keys. And so when you're loading the drums, you'll get the drums, of course. They're mapped to the keys from C1, right? And also we have patterns, and you can see this right here. You don't see that because I need to go a little bit back, right? So it's still loading. Right, I'm gonna close this. And let's open up the right window. Gonna take a second. There you go. So as you can see, we have this main page. Here you can find the different instruments. So we have kick, 2 kicks. All right, then we have snares. We have some snares, more kicks, some cymbals, open hats, close hats, and so on. So it's all arranged right here. But we also have the kit itself, which you can design. So you can mix and match and create your own personal drum kit. And for example, if I want to change this kick, I'm just gonna select it, right? And now you can see that I can actually change this. So now it's gonna be this one, for example. Right, double click, now it's the borrow. I want to change this one. I can click this menu right here and double click. It's a different one. So very cool. And there's a lot of things that you can do here. So there are insert effects for each one of these 16. For each one, it has its own separate effect chain. Of course, there's also the global or the master effect chain, but definitely cool stuff right here. And you have the pitch, the volume, panning for each one. So you can just click and create your own blend of the sounds. Very cool. But of course, you can go into patterns and run these patterns, pre-made patterns for you. Right, and of course, you can drag and drop. So you see this little icon right here. So I can drag and drop it right here. And now I can play. I guess you don't see it because my camera is actually blocking you. But I'm gonna move it. You'll see it in a moment. There you go. Right, you get the idea. And so that is Rudiments. And let's try another preset. So I'm going back into the browser and selecting something else. Now you can see that there's, I don't know if you see that, but there's a BPM hint. So when I select something, for example, this preset, I'm gonna also match this with the BPM on my Cubase. So it sounds good. And there are different, just different patterns you can use. So you might think this is really simplistic. I don't need that. It's a toy, but I assure you this is pretty nice stuff. And of course you can program your own patterns just using the keyboard here. Now it's maybe a good time to also mention that the keys feels very solid, very good. I wouldn't say they're an upgrade from the MK1 that I have, the previous release that they had for the keyboard, but it is very solid. It's good. It feels premium, and definitely I love how they respond to my fingers. So next I want to show you some more stuff. I want to show you something else. So let's go back to the browser and let me know if there's anything specific you guys want to see. So I'd be happy to show you whatever. Let's see, do we have any requests? So before I continue, let me just show you something super cool. I have my very own plugins shop. It's called MIDI. Surprise. And I'm working with a lot of companies, and I'm going to add more and more plugins very soon. So if you're looking for your next library or your next plugin, definitely check my shop. And I want to show you something that you might missed. I don't know if you missed that one or not, but I'm going to go into my channel and I'm going to show you something. So when you are watching anything, let's pick something that makes sense. I'm gonna show you. Let's go with videos, and I'm gonna pick the East West Hollywood Fantasy Percussions. Yeah, and I'm gonna skip this. Never mind. We need to let it go. Cool. Hey, this is me. So you will see view products right here, and then you'll see them on the right side. These products are from my shop. I work with East West. I work with all these companies, and if you buy from my shop, you're basically supporting the channel. So that's one way to support the channel. And for example, you can find brands like FabFilter. You can find all kinds of stuff on sale right now. There's not a lot of things on sale, but you can find Cherry Audio, for example. And actually, I'm working with a lot of companies. See how many companies under the partner page. Let me put this in the chat. So feel free to get in touch with me if you want to get some discounts or maybe coupons, or you have a question about anything, any one of those companies. It's going to take me a little time to add all these products. I mean, each company, they all have tons of plugins, and believe it or not, this is not what I do for a living, not yet at least, so it takes me a lot of time. Anyway, let's go back to my channel here. And again, if you want to support the channel and what I do here, and I truly love plugins and I truly love helping people, if you want to donate anything, you want to help out, you can just click the thanks button, of course. And also just comment below the videos, like the videos, and you know, that's probably the best way. So let's go back. Let's go back to our business here. And I promised I'm going to show you Fables. So if there's any specific requests, I would definitely be happy to show you, because I do have a lot of different libraries. And so let's see what else. I told you I'm going to show you Fables, which was released just recently. This one. So again, whatever I do on the software, on the Complete Kontrol software, is reflected in this big screen, and I can use the browse. But so let's load Fables. I'm just gonna get the first preset just for fun and see how that works. And let it load. And this is another Evolution series product. And they already released Lores, I think, which I covered in my channel, by the way. So the first page right now is not very impressive. It looks good, but there's not a lot of controls. You can see the mod wheel right here, and there's a reverb, noise, boost, and power. But let's have a quick listen. All right, it's very quiet. Let's try something else. I'm gonna go back to browse and I'm gonna get the second one. It's very quiet. Well, that's fine. Again, one of the things that you can find in this keyboard is this expression strip right here. So let me try and again pull back. I'm sure. Okay, it's right here on the left side. And as I use this one, you'll see on the screen. I hope you see that on the screen on the right side there's expression. So that is the expression. And I'm gonna try another preset and gonna get me my whiskey right here. All right, cheers guys. That was good. All right, so let's try this one. Now, there's a lot of things that you can do with Fables, and I'm going to go back to plugin mode. So when I click this, I go into the plugin, and I got the reverb, noise, boost, power. I can power up things. Add some noise, more reverb, more boost. Love it. So what we actually have is these three layers, and when we go into any of them, then the real complexity comes to life, because when I touch this, click and drag up or down these circles, I not only enhance the space but also can position this instrument in the left and right stereo field. Now, each of those layers is actually a multi-layer. So you can see that we have three. I don't know if you see. You don't see that because I need to move the window here. And let me try something. Let me make sure we are good. Cool. So back to work. Let's see. Now it's going to work. So now you can see that we have three slots here, and I can click this and get something like loop something, and I'm gonna go with this one. So now I have two instruments or two sounds loaded into that third pads. And when I click this, you'll see that the controls are changing. I can change the volume, change the panning. So actually there can be 9 different layers of sounds. So this is really nice stuff. Let me go back to our chat, just make sure I'm not missing anything. So again, Would love to hear what you guys think. Right, and so for each of those sounds, we have the layer control, we have mapping, and we also have the motion effects right here. I can turn it on. I have filter, and there are some presets here. So there's a lot of things going on. And again, I can go and try to find something interesting. And so other things that we can find, interesting, maybe, again, let's try and find something super cool, something maybe by, again, by Native Instruments, something that we have not seen, or something that we can get inspired by. So let me show you Ashlight. And again, I'm really into cinematic sounds and into the different textures and things like that. So Ashlight is really great, and I'm gonna try and find something interesting here. So Ashlight is also, I actually covered that one in my channel. So this is really an interesting one, and it already supports the NKS2 format. So let me show you how this sounds. Yeah, maybe not a great example. We'll try another one. Right, but what we can do here, since this is NKS2, let me show you something. I'm gonna zoom in again on the screen, and I'm gonna do something else. Let me just get the camera focused here so you can see what's up. Nice. I really love the dual camera thing. I hope they hold for a few more minutes and don't give up on the battery. So you can see there's edit right here. So I'm gonna click edit, and now I'm in edit mode, and I have the XY pad, and which you can see right here in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. Let me try and show. Yeah, so you can see. Right, and I can also go, by the way, into the edit mode and into the sample layer. And here I have all kinds of things I can do. So there's the pitch and the offset and the volume, and as I touch those, I see the value. Right, and I have the left and right buttons, so I can flick through the different options that I have for the sampler. And for example, there's an arpeggiator right here, so I can turn it on. And the neighbor's dog is barking. I hope you can't really hear this. And let's try some more stuff. Let's see if I can find an interesting preset. Right, and I can access everything. I can go into the grain effects and add saturation and gain and warmth and so on. So this is really nice stuff. And let's see what else we have. So guys, we are just approaching the end of this live stream. Let me know if there's anything specific you guys want to see. I would love to show you more libraries and more interesting stuff. Let's try and find something more. For example, we have the Core Omnia, and we have some more interesting stuff. Let's see what else. Fables, we saw that. We have the violins. And there's something here. By the way, I can't really show you this one. So don't tell anyone. This is not out yet. So I'm going to go back. Can't really show you this one. And there's a Haifa. Really love this one. This is another type of instruments, very similar to the Play series. And so let's have a quick listen. Very interesting, very texture-like instrument. And I can go back to browse, find something, adventure. So for example, if I want to change anything, I can go into the edit. Right, I'm in edit already actually. So I can go into the edit and set the release. Right, it can be short. Can go into the effects, right, and we can add some gain right here, and there's pages and pages that I can flick through. So all of this is possible with the NKS2. I'm sure if you're not familiar with NKS, you're not really appreciating what it means, but it's just a tighter integration. Right, and let's go back and see what else we have. So I can actually go and show you some stuff that is not really from Native Instruments. You just let me know what you want to see. So keep forest. Yeah, you know what, guys, I'm gonna show you something really cool. Keep forest, no, best service. So best service, Elysian. Let's try that one. I'm gonna go with the Elysian. I just love that one. right, let's go and find something interesting. And you can see that I can change the character, but I can also go with the type. So I have synth lead or synth miss, and we also have subtypes. And so it's really fun. Everything is easy to use with the keyboard. I need to reset that. I wish I knew how. Yeah, let's go back here. I'm gonna just reset. And let's try and find something interesting. Again, products. And yeah, oh, I didn't show you guys something super important. I didn't show you the polyphonic aftertouch. I didn't talk about that one, and that's a big miss. Big miss. But I do have a video just to cover that. So let me show you what exactly is polyphonic aftertouch. And I'm going to load Arturia's CS80, and that will definitely explain what is polyphonic aftertouch. I'm gonna just adjust the screen right here. And so this is how aftertouch sounds. So when I hit the keys very softly, they sound like this. Or if I have just one key, when I press it a little bit harder, it will sound differently. It has the brilliance that the CS80 has. It's actually right here, the brilliance. So aftertouch, it's either you don't have aftertouch in your keyboard, or you have monophonic or channel aftertouch, which means that when you're playing anything and then playing something with aftertouch, all the keys will will get the aftertouch effect, which I can't really show you right now, but I have a video on that one. And then the polyphonic aftertouch means that you have each key has its own sensor, its own aftertouch. And so if I'll play a chord down here and then another note higher, and I will just trigger the aftertouch, that will not affect that low chord. Right, so that is a big step up, and I need to slap myself because I forgot all about that one, but I have it in my channel. So so check it out, and I think I do a good job explaining. I hope I do a good job explaining the difference between the channel or monophonic aftertouch and polyphonic aftertouch. Definitely a big difference here. So guys, I think we are done. I want to thank you for sticking around. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you need any help with plugins, you need some advice, don't forget I have a shop. So you are most welcome to get in touch with me. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next videos. So big thank you, and take care. And that's it. So we are done. And again, I'm gonna do more of these live stream very soon because we have a lot to cover and there's not enough time. I'm just gonna show you something super cool. Let me try and find this little thing here. I'm gonna try and find my beloved Mint. I want to show you something. Just slacking. Where is Mint? Yeah, let's find Mint. There you go. This is Mint. I honestly love this plugin, this library. I'm gonna let's get the arpeggiated one. There's a very cool preset somewhere. I'm gonna try and figure out where it is. Arpland. Cool. Let's load it up. Right, that's way too fast, so I'm gonna just slow things down. Let's get this one right here. I'm just messing around, guys. Got the core Omnia. Let's see how the augmented voice works. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna see you guys very soon. Thanks.